All right, we are going to start. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. On behalf of Africa Sustaining Angels and HRSTrueHope, we want to welcome you to our Wishing with Water and our year in review. Africa Sustaining Angels started when a group of friends went to Kenya and visited Shelter Children's Home. And there we met this amazing woman named Mary, which many of you have met. And we found that she was housing and feeding and loving and educating 150 kids whom otherwise literally would have been on the street, just tossed out, neglected, and abandoned. And when we first met Mary, the shelter relied 100% on donations. And then in 2016, when Joel and HRSTrueHope got involved, that's when the narrative changed. And that's when the idea of having sustainable projects came to pass. In other words, we started funding projects that would produce revenue rather than just, handing out the money. Africa Sustaining Angels comes aside True Hope in funding those sustainable projects in behalf of Shelter Children's Home. So over the past 5 years, Shelter has seen amazing results. And now they're almost 75% self-sustaining, which think about that. That's pretty amazing. Joel is going to give us an update about that in a minute. But another exciting thing happening at Shelter is that the health and the welfare of the kids is also skyrocketing. I think that's probably due to better food. It's due to clean and warm water, so the kids are eating better and staying cleaner. But along with their health, the academics is skyrocketing. And so starting in January, Shelter is going to have 23 kids that are eligible for college, which is just stunning. It's a new phenomena, but it's also one that needs funding. So Africa Sustaining Angels decided to take that project under our wing. And we had our first ever fundraiser in October. We had a fashion show and luncheon entitled Wrap Your Hearts Around Shelter. And with that event, we raised over $100,000. So we are proud to say that we can fund those 23 kids for their first 2 years of college. And so we say a huge thank you to everyone that was involved with that. So now here's Joel to give us an update from Shelter. Then we're going to hear a little bit from Mary and then a little bit from kids. So Joel, take it away.
Well, thank you, Christy. I'm super excited to be here. Again, my name is Joel Holcomb. I'm the president of HRSTrueHope, and my job tonight is to give you a rundown of the sustainable projects that we've been working on and what that really looks like. And we're going to just jump right in because I want to honor your time and we want to be on time tonight for you guys. But I got a lot to talk about. So I'm going to talk really, really fast, and I'm going to give you a brief overview of what's going on. And I hope what it does is just blow you away, because here's what we got. We're going to start with the Beehive Project. And thanks to the Semelo Foundation out of California, Barbara and Fred Holmes and their family, we have completely funded our Beehive projects, which means we'll have 200 beehives, and we'll have a hut that houses each 20 beehives. And all of that will be completed by the end of March. And we have it spaced out accordingly. That way, the honey then becomes spaced out accordingly because it is a 95% cash crop. The other thing that's gone along with the beehive is we are in the process of planting honey producing flowers that are specific to the area that the Shelter Children's Home is in. And we have an abundance of flowers being planted right now to help in the aid of producing incredible honey. Our cow project. We have this incredible cow barn that was funded. We have 13 cows right now. We'll have 2 new calves by the end of the year. Our cows are producing 80 liters of milk a day. 60 liters of that will be for sale. The best part about the cow project is we are working our way to 24 cows, and we are working our way somewhere in the area of 400 to 500 liters of milk a day that will be for sale. And the benefit of all of that, we've had 2 projects along the way. One is a silage project that has just completely changed how we feed our cows. And the second one is a hydroponics grass project where we're growing specific grass to add to the silage to feed our cows at a whole nother level. And so those 2 things are just going incredibly well. The veterinarians that come to Shelter are extremely blessed and are pleased with how our animals are being raised. Which then leads to a project called our biofuel project. And biofuel means taking waste and making usable fuel out of it. So our kitchen is fully housed by this biofuel project. We've upgraded that and have added some technology that allows us to extract water from the system and use it for irrigation. So we've added those tanks and added that ability to not only use waste for fuel, but one more recycle piece to that is be able to use the water then into the vegetable garden. Our school project, this is brand new. It's called, the school at Shelter is called Hope Spring Academy, Hope Spring Star Academy. There are currently 50 kids that do not go to Shelter, that are not part of Shelter, that come to the church, that come to the school. We are in the process of recruiting, and Mary feels very comfortable that there'll be 80 new children, which will bring the total of outside students to 130, which will bring the total of students going to that school being 210. And which is extremely exciting, because what that does is increase the test scores, it increases competition, it increases the quality. The manager that is in charge of the school right now is extremely well known, and his reputation is bringing outside people to Shelter to go to school. The best part of that is at about 100 kids, we are sustainable with that project. The teacher salaries, the food, the books, what it takes to run the school is about 100 to 120 kids is that tipping point. And so we're super excited for that. And we've done some update. We've purchased some things to make this happen, new books, a printer. We've updated the school van, we've painted it yellow. We've updated seating in the dining area, and we've added some fencing to keep those kids around the school. There's three or four more things that'll be coming with that, but we're super excited about that. One of my favorite projects, it was a donation, and we didn't even see it coming. Somebody donated 400 avocado trees, and that was about 4 years ago. And we're about 8 months from a plethora of avocados, which is another cash crop, just like honeybees. It doesn't take much. Once they get up and running, once they get to age, they just keep producing and producing. And so we're anxious to see how that adds value to what we're already doing. Christy already mentioned this. We have 23 kids in January, either going to college or tech school. And that is like an unheard of journey from where Shelter was 5 years ago to where it is today. We have 42 kids that will be entering high school, or that are right in the middle of this high school season. Their year ends in May, and the test scores are increasing. And it's a tribute. There's multiple reasons, but it's a they're sleeping better, they're eating better, their health and wellness is better, how they take care of themselves are better. Hot water has made all the difference in the world. So we're super excited to see how things continue to evolve as more and more kids come through Shelter's program. Our vegetable farm, it is growing, adjusting, and adapting. We're onions, tomatoes, and potatoes are cash crops, and they're able to sell those to hotels and in the market. And those are huge cash crops for us. And then we're doing this vegetable piece that is peppers and lettuce and carrots that are actually being sold in the community. And the goal in the vegetable farm is to produce $10,000 a month. And we're close. We're at about 7,500. And with some small adjustments and with timing and the things that our manager of the farm is doing, in the next 18 months, we're going to be there without any problem. Now, one of the biggest projects we've done is our solar projects, and Seminole Foundation had a huge partner play in that. But I don't think people really realize the magnitude of what the solar project has done. One, it's decreased the budget by $1,000 a month. Two, hot water in that part of the world, in a shelter like this, is unheard of. And that changes the game for health and wellness, for young people to have hot water. But it also is lights. It is also heat. Any new building that we put on the property in the next 10 years will also be included in the current solar system, the solar panel system. The battery program that we have with this, if there's no sunshine that day, we are still running on solar power. So it is a major game changer in how shelters run, what Shelter can do. And so the solar project is just massive. Now, the project that we're talking about tonight that is on Mary's heart, and you're going to get to hear from Mary about this specific project in just a moment, but it's called a water project. Now, what it is, it amasses a big tower on the north end of the property, And what it's going to do is it's going to do four things. It's going to allow shelter to sell a resource. The area is expanding around where shelter sits, and the land is being purchased, homes are being built, little communities are popping up, little farms. And so it's going to allow the shelter to sell that resource to their neighbors, because they don't have the ability to drill wells. Some of them don't have running water. So it's going to be able to provide water for homes. It's going to be able to provide water for animals and water for farming. And each one of those comes with a different cost. And we'll be able to pipe water anywhere from 6 to 8 kilometers at the expense of the owner. And Mary has a whole structure lined out. But this is a project that has the potential to earn somewhere between $15,000 and $18,000 a year, while not jeopardizing the water source that shelter needs for themselves, but also adding value to the community. So the fourth component of that project is community, is giving back to the community that's supporting shelter. And we're super excited about this. And it's an ongoing project that is going to evolve. The bid that we have comes with auxiliary pumps, comes with a pump that pulls the water from the well, gets the water into the tank, has a timer on it. I mean, it is a high-tech system that allows Mary and Shelter to be able to use this as a sustainable project, but in a big way, make a massive impact into her community. So that we're super excited about what that's going to be, because it's in its infancy right now, but it has the ability to make major impact, not only financially for Shelter, but be able to provide things for the community. You know, the best part about the water project is it is a passion for Mary right now. And Laura's going to cue up this video that Mary has sent us. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this video isn't the best, but it's Shelter in its finest. You're going to hear the birds, you're going to hear the animals, you're going to hear all the things that make Shelter special. But I want you to hear Mary's heart about this project.
Hi everyone, greetings from Shelter Children's Home here in Kenya. With all these beautiful kids, we are happy to say that we are grateful for the support that you people have given us and continue to give us. Today I want to explain about the elevated water tanks that we are looking for money to install. So they will be installed at this place behind us, where we can see the black tank. And this tank is about 108,000 liters. So the purpose of installing this water tank is so that we can provide the community. The area we are operating in, there are no rivers and there is no water. We are the only source of water. And so we can give the community water to a distance of 10 kilometers from where we are. And so once we pump for them, we will get some revenue. The other thing is that it will also help us do our farming, because it can distribute water without a booster. That's why we want to put. And also, there are people, the water vendors, they go looking for water, they buy with their trucks and they go to sell. So it's easier when you have a high level tank, so that you can fill the tankers easily. So that's why we want to buy the tank. And we are grateful because we know you are raising the money, and we can assure you it will be put into proper use, supply the community with water, and also for Shelter to get the revenue. And thank you for your continued support. From Shelter Children's Home, we say, thank you.
You know, it's awesome to be able to partner with Mary, and you know, those of you know Mary have watched Mary's transition over the last 5 years, and she has completely embraced the mindset of being self-sustainable. And the picture that you see on your screen is a picture of that water tank, you know, and 108,000 liters will fit in that tank, and it's about 30 feet off the ground, which allows that natural water gravity to happen that she was talking about. Now, here's what we're here tonight. We're asking for donations. We're here seeking funding for this project as we close out 2021. This is a sustainable project that is going to have major impact, not only in the community, but for revenue generated for Shelter as well. And here's how you can give. You can jump on text. You can text water to this number, and it will drop you right into a screen that will help you donate. Or you can click on the link here at the very bottom, and that link will allow you to jump right into a easy donation portal that will help fund this project. It is a very enormous project for this time of year, and but it's going to be extremely impactful. So we want to thank you for taking your time. We know we're going to be funded. We know that the people that are going to see this video, whether you're live tonight or you get the replay somewhere along the way, we know that this project is going to hit your heart, and it's going to allow you to open your checkbook and help walk with us as we raise the money for this project. And the final thing we're going to do tonight is we're going to hear from the kids.
Hello everyone, to all the sustaining angels, I want to thank you. Thank you for the great effort you do to help us raise money to talk to everyone so that we can sustain these beautiful children. And we thank you. As we come to the end of the year, we want to say thank you for everything. Thank you for all the monies you have raised, for schools, for food, for other supplies, and we are comfortable because you are. So thank you very much. And now we want to sing a Merry Christmas song.
We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año, felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año, felicidad. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas on the bottom of my heart.
So thank you everybody for joining us. We hope you do have a very Merry Christmas.